Last week, there was a storm on social media when Mel Ody Shaari exposed Martell Holt's hidden exploits to the world. She said that Martell not only harassed her outside the court, but also tortured her. Although Martell at first strongly denied the allegations. He was forced to remain silent and delete all of his posts and stories when Mel Ody presented evidence. However, he made another move as he went. She took to social media to ask people not to support Mel Ody's business as it promotes violence against men by women. The sentence was actually an attempt to boycott Mel Ody's business, but fate turned the tide. Mel Ody responded brilliantly to this charge. "Don't support my business." Okay, challenge accepted. Use code NOWEAPON50 and get 50% off. She wrote in his Instagram story. It was a move that proved disastrous for Martell. He who wanted to downplay his business, the same move became the source of his popularity. In just one weekend, Mel Ody surprised everyone by selling more than $60,000. She thanked her followers and said, "I am grateful to all those who supported me. A before life, no weapon formed against me shall prosper." This phrase was a symbol of his strength and a declaration that no conspiracy or hatred could stand in his way. After the success, Mel Ody not only celebrated but also traveled to fulfill a new dream. She left for France, where she reached the world-famous city of Grasse, which is called the capital of perfumery. There, he visited the Molinard Perfume House, which has been creating the world's finest perfumes since 1849. Mel Ody wrote in her post, "If you're going to make a perfume, make it in the capital of perfume." And that's what I did. Her outfit also hinted that she was going to name her new fragrance Pink, as she was seen wearing pink throughout the tour. For Mel Ody, the tour was not just a business breakthrough, but a dream come true, a dream in which she is emerging as a world-class businesswoman. Grasse is where world-famous brands such as Chanel, Dior, and Guerlain base their fragrances. Coming here is not just a tourist trip, but a symbol of gaining world-class recognition. Mel Ody's arrival here signifies that she is no longer just a reality show star, but a serious businesswoman who is taking her brand 7th Avenue Beauty to new heights through her hard work and vision. Despite Martell's taunts and criticism, Mel Ody is now making her dreams a reality on French soil. This moment is a message not only for her, but for every woman who does not give up despite difficulties. Martell thought he would dim Mel Ody's light by hurting her business, but the opposite happened. Mel Ody's name became brighter. Her fans praised her even more. And on social media, she became known as the Blueprint, a woman who is drawing the blueprints for success. Fans commented, "No shortcuts, no compromises. Mel Ody always chooses the best path." Another follower wrote, "Keep winning, Queen. The world can't stop your light." These phrases were not just words, but expressions of public support. Mel Ody later wrote in another post, "This weekend was amazing. God, protect me, keep me in your arms, and expand my boundaries. I thank you." These words reflect his commitment and gratitude. She knows that success comes not only by hard work, but by God's blessings. She is grateful for every aspect of her life, no matter how difficult the circumstances. It is this spiritual strength that has taken him to such heights. Mel Ody's presence in France surprised people. She is working with a historic institution like Molinard, where only the world's top brands have access. This is a new chapter in her career, a chapter filled with luxury, creativity, and self-confidence. She is now developing a new perfume Pink, which is going to be added to her brand 7th Avenue Beauty. This is not just a business move, but a symbolic declaration that she is revamping every aspect of her life. This story of Mel Ody is a lesson for every woman. No matter how much the world tries to break you, if you believe in yourself, no force can stop you. He proved that power is not always hidden in loud voices, but in quiet success. She is an example for women who turn their life's difficulties into growth rather than defeat. Mel Ody shows that when you believe in your dreams, your success becomes the biggest answer to your enemies. Today, when people see Mel Ody creating a fragrance on the streets of France, they know that this is the woman who turned trauma into strength. Martell wanted his journey to stop, but that jeweler, she says, "I want the woman who wears my fragrance to feel powerful, confident, and free. This perfume is not just a smell, it's a feeling. Mel Ody's face no longer had the tired look it once had. There was dignity in his manner, confidence in his words, and calmness in his smile. She knew that the hatred, jealousy, and enmity of the world could not shake her in purpose. Every plot of Martell's now became a new inspiration to him. "The more he tries to bring me down, the more I rise up," she says. During her stay in France, she was interviewed by several fashion and business magazines. Elle Paris gave her the title of a woman who turned pain into power. In this interview, Mel Ody said, "I learned that when the world is against you, keep working quietly. Success speaks for itself." Her words inspired thousands of women. Women from all over the world messaged her that she has become a hope for them. Glimpses of her perfume pink started appearing on Mel Ody's Instagram. Sometimes she would show the ingredients of the perfume. Sometimes she would share videos of her working with the designers. Every post of hers would have thousands of comments. People saying it's not just a perfume, it's a story. With Pink, she launched a line, the Blueprint collection, that featured themes of self-confidence, tenderness, love, and dignity. Martell Holt's world, on the other hand, seemed to stand still. His social media activities have reduced. The person who once thought of himself as the center had now receded into the background. Her followers also began to dwindle, and people would remind her of what she once said: "Stop supporting her business." Now, this sentence had become a joke for him. Memes, videos, and posts started pouring in against him on social media. When Mel Ody returned from France, the media was waiting for her at the airport. Cameras flashed, reporters began asking questions. "Tell me about your perfume, Mel Ody." She smiled and said, "This fragrance is for every woman who has been through trauma and has not broken herself." Pink symbolizes her courage. A few days later, he held a live session in which he spoke openly. She said, "I used to think my silence was weakness, but now I think my silence was my strength. God saved me from falling every time." Millions of people were online at her live session, and comments were pouring in. "You're our inspiration, Mel. Queen energy only. No weapon truly prospered." Now Mel Ody has become a new face of the brand 7th Avenue Beauty. She had become a symbol of strength, self-confidence, and beauty for women not only in America, but globally. Its products started appearing in international stores. Preparations for Pink launch events in France, Dubai, London, and New York have begun. At every event, she would repeat the message: "A woman is never weak. She's just slow to recognize herself." Mel Ody's journey showed the world that enmity, hatred, or conspiracies only succeed when we give up. But when we refuse to give up, that same hatred becomes our strength. Martell wanted people to turn their backs on Mel Ody, but the world turned away and held Mel Ody's hand. Mel Ody's next dream is to create the Blueprint Foundation, an organization that helps women who are going through domestic violence, divorce, or depression. It aims to make every woman realize that you are not alone. You have the power to change the world. Mel Ody's new venture is not just a business, but a mission. "If my story can give hope to even one woman, then my mission has been accomplished," she says. Now she is not only a businesswoman, but also a role model, a heroine, and an example. The world's major media platforms such as Vogue, Forbes, and Essence wrote articles on her journey. Forbes included him in the list of top 10 Black entrepreneurs redefining luxury. Her photo appeared on the poster of the Luxury Women in Business event in Paris. Mel Ody Shaari had now become a name. That was impossible to ignore. Finally, when someone asked her how she felt about Martell, she smiled slightly and said, "I want to say thank you. If he hadn't tried to stop me, I might not have been as strong." That sentence summed up her entire journey of turning pain into strength, of turning wounds into light. Mel Ody today is not just a name, but a movement. A pale pink light spread across the stage. The words "Pink" by Mel Ody Shaari were flashing on the walls. There was a scent in the air, scent composed of fresh rose, vanilla, and musk. This was the moment Mel Ody had been waiting for years. When he stepped on stage, the entire hall erupted in applause. She was in a pink evening dress with golden embroidery shining on it. She looked like a queen in the camera lights. She held the mic. There was silence for a few moments. Then she said, "I'm not here today to just launch a perfume. I'm here to tell a story. This fragrance is for women who have been wounded but have not let themselves be broken. This fragrance is for those who find strength in their silence." People were listening eagerly. She continued, "Pink isn't just a scent, it's the chapter of my life where tears became dreams. When the world said I was over, I said, this is the beginning." At that moment, his eyes sparkled. She smiled, but behind that smile was a whole storm: sadness, patience, triumph, and self-belief. During the ceremony, Molinart experts said that Pink contains 47 natural ingredients, including Turkish rose, French lavender, and light notes of vanilla. But the most special thing was the hidden signature scent that Mel Ody herself developed. She says, "I put into this fragrance the same emotions I felt in life. A little sadness, a little peace, and a lot of hope." As soon as the first bottle of perfume was opened, the smell spread throughout the hall. People breathed with their eyes closed as if each scent told a new story. Immediately after the launch, media channels carried the headlines. Mel Ody Shaari turns pain into perfume. Pink by Mel Ody. The fragrance of resilience. From heartbreak to high fashion. Mel Ody Shaari conquers Paris. Fashion reporters wrote that Mel Ody's launch was not just a business event, but a celebration of self-healing and empowerment. Vogue France featured her on the cover of their next edition, with Mel Ody saying, "Smell is the language that speaks without words." Meanwhile, Martell Holt in America held a live session. He then says that Mel Ody just wants attention, that she makes fake plays. But this time, the world laughed at him. Someone commented, "She's in Paris. You're still stuck in hate." Another wrote, "When you fall, she rises. When you speak, she shines." The media called Martell's live video a bitter man moment. His words were no longer affecting anyone. The man who once thought he was in control had faded into the background. Within weeks, Pink broke sales records. In the first month, he earned more than $1 million. France, America, Dubai, London, her perfume ads appeared everywhere. She used to go to every country and say, "This fragrance is meant to awaken your inner strength. Pink is a woman's fragrance of victory." Hashtag Pink by Mel Ody started trending on social media. Celebrities, actresses, influencers all supported her. It was no longer just a product, it became a movement. If you liked this story, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you'll be the first to see the next part.